Marshall started preparing to take on number 3 Louisville last Sunday, but they weren't the only ones getting ready for the game.
And while we were on a roll about giving back, the Thundering Herd football team did its own form of community service in the Akron matchup recently. The team wore special stickers on their helmets to highlight flood relief efforts in West Virginia.
When Marshall took the field on Saturday against Akron, they weren't just playing for themselves or the fans. They were playing for the victims of the flood in West Virginia.
This was an idea we came up with this summer. A lot of teams in the country already put their state on the back of the helmet, but with everything that went on with the state with the flooding and all the destruction and all the teams that have lost their stuff and families who have lost their stuff, we thought this would be a perfect opportunity to show them how much they're in our thoughts still.
The sticker may be small, but the athletic department says its impact is much bigger.
I think it's a very subtle way for our guys, especially our football team, to go out on that field on Saturday and know that, you know, all 110 of those guys are still thinking about those individuals, and that we'll continue to do whatever we can to help.
And help is what Southern West Virginia still needs. Athletic Director Mike Hamrick grew up in Clendon in West Virginia. His father says he still feels connected to their home place.
7 years as the coach at Herbert Hoover and 18 years as a principal up Elk River. Clendon was just simply devastated, and anybody that showed any support, there were thousands of them, were really appreciated.
Players and coaches say the team's support for flood victims shows how a scoreboard doesn't always reveal the true winner. Flooding this summer not only wiped out high school sports teams, but more critically, entire communities. Thanks, Brianna. One idea was clear last night among all: peace. The peaceful protest aimed to bring attention to the Black Lives Matter movement while also promoting tolerance and inclusion.
If that's your intent, I need you to leave.
You watch what you eat, you exercise, but how fit are you? There's a test for that.
Need a test, since fitness should be a vital sign, and it's a measurement of how well your heart works, how well your lung works, and how well your muscles works. Therefore, all those metabolic systems are in operation by one test, but we need a test that's very simple, very easy to do out in the medical community.
The Marshall University Science Department and Dr. Shepard have come up with a new way to make testing your fitness that much easier. The STEP test. I tried it out to test just how simple it is. Steps and a stopwatch are all that's needed.
It's great for if you don't have the equipment to do an actual VO2 max test. This is a good predictor of what your VO2 actually is.
I also took the VO2 max test. It involves much more intimidating breathing equipment and can take 4 times as long to complete.
VO2 max that you did here in the lab, as an example, is very complicated. It takes very expensive equipment to do. It takes a lot of personnel with a lot of expertise. There's also some danger involved because it takes one to a maximal exercise.
Stepping to the beat is all you have to do in the new test. Like taking the stairs, the STEP test makes it easy for individuals to make wellness a priority. Elena Connard, MU Report.
For the first time, Marshall University is hosting Conference USA's Men's Soccer Championship.
Many people turn to the pool and ocean this summer to get relief from the heat. However, the water can present dangers to children and adults if you aren't prepared.
Every November, Marshall University honors the lives lost in the 1970 tragedy. This year, when Marshall University took the field against Middle Tennessee State, they not only honored the 75 lost in 1970, but also the 1971 Young Thundering Herd.
Of our team, Elena Connard, caught up with Charlie Partridge, the head coach of FAU, and talked about that.
Hey, Coach, you played on Sunday. You had to evacuate your home field due to Hurricane Matthew. How did you get here? How did you travel with few practices and your team being tired?
You know, really the only thing we lost was a chance to put away the last game on Sunday. So we gave the kids their normal Monday off. That's our schedule. Then we got to work on Marshall on Tuesday.
What are your keys to get the W in this game tonight?
Well, we got to have great ball security. We got to get some more explosives from our offense and reduce the number of explosives given up by our defense.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Lisa, how are you? You know, your fight with breast cancer has probably influenced your son a great deal. How has it influenced his fight on the field?
Well, Chase gets a lot of strength from me, and I get a lot of strength from Chase. So that's just something we've always had all of our life. So I'm sure that's the biggest thing is the strength.
It's built a family unit and a football unit. What are you hoping here tonight for your son?
I just want the team to come out with a win, and they're turning everything around, and there's a lot of great kids out here, so that's what I want the most.
Great, thank you. Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Bob. Hey, Coach, you got to coach Randy Moss. He's an athletic ability like none other. This coach, Doc Holliday, is getting a chance with Michael Clark to see his athletic ability. What do you see from Michael Clark's potential?
He's really got great hands. He's got great height. I think as soon as he learns how to play football, he's a basketball player, I think he's going to do quite well. We're excited to have him here.
20 years later, you're back on the sideline, your 1996 team being honored this weekend. What's it feel like to be a fan?
Well, it's awesome. To see all these guys coming back here, it's just great to see them and their families. We had a great football team.
Great, thanks, Coach. For Marshall Today, I'm Elena Conard.